For inequalities, you have to look at the inequality symbol. For less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, you use a solid line. That means it could be equal to that value. If you have a less than or greater than without that line under it, you use a dashed line. You also have to think about shading. So if it's less than, think of less than, those are the lower numbers, the lesser numbers. So you shade below. The numbers below that line. So if it's less than or equal to or just less than, you shade both of those below. For greater than or equal to or greater than, you shade above, because you're going to shade the numbers above that line, the numbers that are higher than that line. So for example 1, you're going to look at the inequality, which is less than or equal to. So since it has the equal to bar, that would be a solid line. And since it's less than, you're going to shade below. So reviewing from what we learned before, your m is 2. And since it's a whole number, I want to make it a fraction and put 2 over 1. My b, or my y-intercept, is -3. So I'm going to start with my b. I'm going to go to -3 on my y-axis. And then I'm going to go up 2 over 1. That's my slope. Up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. So it's less than or equal to, so it would be a solid line through those points. And I'm shading below since it's less than. So I'm going to shade below. So let's look at some points. If I have a point here, would that be a part of my solution? Yes, if it's in the shaded region, then that point is a part of the solution. If I have a point here that's not in the shaded region, this would not be a part of the solution. What if I had a point that was right on the line? Well, if it's a solid line, then that is a part of the solution. If it's a dashed line, it's not. Because remember what the solid and the dashed line means. Solid means equal to. It can't equal to that number on the line. Dash means it's not equal to. It cannot be equal to that part on the line. So this would be, yes, part of the solution. Part of the solution. Not a part of the solution. Okay, number 2. On these two, you're going to, on this one, you're going to find 3 on the y-axis. Since it says y is greater than 3, you're looking only on the y-axis because you don't see an x on that equation. So on the y-axis, I have 3. And this is a horizontal line straight through where y is 3. Now look at the inequality. It's greater than with no equal to line under it. So if it has no line, it's dashed. And since it's greater than, we shade above. So if I have a point here, here, and here, let's talk about which ones will be a part of the solution and which ones will not. So this would be a part of the solution. Anytime you have a point in the shaded region, it's always a part of the solution. This would not be a part of the solution. Any point outside the shaded region would not be a part of the solution. This point would not be a part of the solution because it's on the dashed line. If it was solid line, then it would be, yes, that's the part of the solution. But dashed lines do not include the solution. Okay, number 3. You're going to find -4 on the x axis. So -4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And since this is less than or equal to, that would be a solid line. Now, if you have a horizontal line going straight through the x-axis, it's no shade above or below. It's either going to be shade left or right. Since this is less than, think about which way is less. On the right side, you have positive numbers. It's going in the positive direction. The numbers are getting bigger. If you're going on the left side, the numbers get smaller. It's going in the negative direction. So, will less than be towards positive or towards negative? Well, it would be towards the negative. So, you're going to shade on the lesser side, the negative side. So, if I have 3 points, if I have this point right on the line, and this point, okay, this would be a part of the solution. This would not be a part of the solution. And this would be a part of the solution because it's on a solid line. Well, that's all the notes for today. See you in class.